welcome back. We have received a video request, okay, for us to make another video on how to put back the mode for the KDS K7X. And here's a request from JD153028, and he says, I'm having a problem with my KDS transmitter. I am new at 6 channel heli and I think I have screwed up the transmitter mode. Could you make a video on how to put back the mode, or make a video on this transmitter KDS for newbies like me? Thank you so much. Well, here it is. We're going to show you a very quick one, okay, on changing the mode back, and that will depend on which mode you started with. Okay, for my case, okay, we are going to start with mode 1. Alright, and if you happen to start from the mode 2, well, actually it is very straightforward. It's a matter of changing the ratchet and the spring. Okay, let me do a quick run through on what's going to happen here when you switch the mode. It involves this ratchet here. As you can see, this is the metal piece running across from the top to the bottom. This is the ratchet which actually holds giving some resistance on the throttle channel. Okay, and it's by tightening on this bolt here. Okay, this is a screw, okay, held by the collar right here. Okay, and of course, if you look closer over the other end, okay, you will have to change this spring over together with the spring arm. Okay, if you see here, there's a spring arm, a plastic spring arm. Okay, and that has to move across to here. Okay, to over here. Okay, the spring and arm has to come over here. Okay, and the ratchet with the collar right here has to come over here, this side. Alright guys, before we move on, we'd like to remind everyone here to prepare yourself with 3 tools, okay, when you do the mode change on the KDS K7X2. Okay, now first you need the tweezers. Okay, this tweezers is for you to pick the spring, okay, and then unhook from the arm and switch over to the other side. Okay, you need a very sharp nose tweezers, and next a Phillips screwdriver for you to release the screws, which is bolting down the metal ratchet here. And finally, you need a pair of pliers. Okay, that's for your releasing or unwinding the metal collar right here. It is a hexagon shaped collar, so we need, if you do not have a hexagon tool, you can use a pair of pliers, skip it on and unwind the collars out. Okay, so we're going to try taking out starting off with the ratchet first. Okay, to transfer the whole ratchet over to the other side, simply by unscrewing, okay, the screws. Alright, now remember, there are 2 screws which is holding down the ratchet. Okay, one is a broader thread. Okay, this broader thread, okay, is for screwing onto the plastic part here, and with a thinner thread over the other side here, this screw is supposed to make contact with the copper collar over here. Okay, because the threading, if you swap over the other side, you can never screw this onto here, so please make sure you get this correct. Okay, I'll put this aside first. Okay, next we're going to unwind and take out the copper collar. Okay, and remember the hole. Now there are 2 holes here which you do not mix up. Okay, it is the lower hole which was used to be here. Okay, and now to the other side over here. Okay, you make sure that it is on the lower hole as well. Okay, so we're going to transfer here to here. Do not screw in too tight all the way in. Okay, probably about 3 full turns. Okay, will be more than adequate. 3, okay. And then you put this ratchet, okay, screw back on place. Okay, remember it was used to be like this. Okay, and now we got to swap over this side so that the thinner thread screw will make contact with the brass collar over here. Now if you turn over the other side, you will still see the throttle, okay, which is still in mode 1. Okay, do not spring back to the middle, okay, whereas this one, if you wish to change to mode 2, okay, it's still springing back to the middle. Okay, the reason is because, okay, of the spring over here, which is held down with a spring arm. So in order to remove that, okay, we're going to just pick the spring very carefully out from the hook. Okay, if you can try and see, I'm going to very carefully unhook it. Okay, and there's a bottom hook right below as well, so we just take out this spring. Okay, leave it aside. Okay, and lift up the arm, okay, this way. Lift up the arm this way, okay, and push it out from the pin. There's a retaining pin here, so this pin is supposed to be holding on to this arm. Alright, so in order to remove that, you got to lift it up and move it out from the pin and flip it over to the other side. Okay, to the other side this way. Over here there's another pin which is directly opposite each other, so we're going to put this in. Okay, what used to be the spring to be here is now over that side, okay, this side. So we're going to flip the transmitter over and give you a detailed view. Okay, as I turn the transmitter over, okay, you will have a better view of the hook over here. Okay, it's for the spring and the underhook, the upper hook and the underhook. So you got to attach the spring, okay, from the bottom to the upper hook. Okay, this takes a little bit of patience, so bear with me for a little bit while I struggle with this. Okay. Alright, after done, okay, you should be able to get the spring, okay, back here, okay, on the right side, which used to be a throttle. Now we have a centering spring effect, okay, because you have already changed the spring from here to here. Okay, and then the mode 2, which is throttle on the left, no longer has a spring effect. Okay, alright, cool. Okay, so now back. Now before you can cover back the back cover, okay, make sure, okay, during the process of changing, you do not touch this little antenna port here. Okay, this is very important because during the process, if you accidentally unplug the antenna port, okay, you will never have a good range or even out of range during your flight. So be careful before you cover back. Make sure this is plugged in intact. Okay, so go ahead. Okay, and plug in. I mean, put the lid cover back. Okay, go ahead and screw the 4 screws. Okay, and then I'm going to show you. That's the mechanical part of it. So once done, okay, you got to power up your transmitter. Okay. Press the menu and on the radio. Okay. Now you will see an advanced menu which tells you this model. Okay, this is under airplane model, okay, or whatnot. We can refer to the manual, but most importantly for stick change, we got to change to the stick type, okay, which is currently 2. Now if you refer to your operating manual on the KDS K7X 2, okay, on page 9, okay, it states there's a stick type here. If you can see carefully, stick type, stick mode. If it shows 1, it is a USA hand, which is mode 2. Now if you want to change to a Japanese hand, which is mode 1, okay, select to 2. Okay, so previously was 2, okay, which is a Japanese hand, mode 1. So now I have already changed to mode 2, okay, with the throttle on the left. We should refer to the USA hand, which is stick mode number 1. So we go ahead and decrease, okay, change the stick type to 1, okay, stick type 1, USA hand, which is mode 2. Alright, and press the ESC button. Okay, there you go. this is fully changed to mode 2. So vice versa, if you want to change from mode 2 to mode 1, follow the example just now I show you by transferring the ratchet and the spring over, and then come over here to the front and change electronically on the stick type on the transmitter. Alright, I hope this video is easy for you and comprehensive. If you have any questions, just feel free to ask me again, and I'll try my very best to explain further. Alright, thanks for watching.